My name is Mr. P. Mr. P means either Mr. President, Mr. Prosperous, Mr. Plan, the man with the plan. It also stands for the, yes, say it again.
Passion.
I love boy, y'all. You know what? Mr. Fernandez, that means you got a great class. They listen. Okay? Let me also tell you, Mr. P also stands for the 3 P's of Ypm, which is peace, positivity, and power. I speak with a lot of emphasis because I know when I say certain things with emphasis, that means it's going to click. It's going to catch on to your minds. That's why you got to able to repeat a lot of things that I say. Okay? Now, once again, our mission statement is to engage and empower the mindset of the youth by implementing the simple concept of l'union fait la force. Unity makes strength. Our motto is less talk, more action. Reason why we're here is to talk about the Pull Your Pants Up campaign. Our Pull Your Pants Up campaign is about leaders guiding leaders. We already went ahead and we talked about where that concept came from, and somebody told me it came from where? Prison. That's the concept of sagging pants came from where? Prison. Prison. What did it mean now for an inmate to walk around with his pants sagging in prison? You were owned. I hear you were owned, you were possessed, you belonged to someone. You were someone's significant other. Yeah. Exactly. So then the question is now, if everybody understands that, why do we have young guys and some young girls walking around with their pants sagging? Why? Huh? But why? Anybody can answer that. Why do we have young guys and young girls?
Yeah, it's a style. Yeah, it's a
Thank
style.
you. That's, hey, check it out. You guys go ahead and talk to Mr. P. You ain't got to worry about, you know, what you say. Just say it. If there's something that you say that's not right, then I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I'll give you some encouragement as to how to say it. Because it's not necessarily what you say, but how you say it. But it's because it's a style, right? So let me ask you this now. If somebody were to go ahead and say, I believe I can fly, go to the top of an 18-story building and jump off, and obviously we already know what the end result would be.
They gonna die.
Would you do the same thing because you thought they thought it was cool?
No. He died.
I'm glad you brought that up. You said he wouldn't do it because you would die, right? Great. Now, if you know that there's a concept that came from prison and this is what it meant, yeah, we have so many of our young black men who are going to prison instead of going into colleges, running their own businesses, then what's the difference?
What's the difference from what?
What's the difference from you following somebody who's already in prison, or a concept that's already in prison, versus you following somebody who believes he can fly? I mean, either way, at the end, still a negative result. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's why we came up with this pull your pants up concept. Instead of having the blind lead the blind, we decided we need to go ahead and start getting leaders to guide leaders. Why? Because we believe that you guys actually have leadership qualities inside of you. It's just that it hasn't been fully exposed. But I guarantee you, by the time this 8-week campaign is done, what?
8 weeks?
Yes. Leadership is going to be coming out of your veins. You guys are going to be people in here who are going to raise their hands talking about I am a leader. I guarantee you, that's why we're here, is to go ahead and pull that leadership out of you. We started off by talking to your principal, #1 leader, because she saw what we were doing. She understood our concept and decided, yes, she wanted this right here in her school. Turner Tech is the first school that we are doing this thing at. Clap your hands. After talking to her, we started talking to her staff, meaning people over there at the office, and then we also started talking to your teacher. I want to go ahead and give most props to your teacher, Mr. Fernandez. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Because he's a leader that stepped up. He heard about the program and decided, I came up to him, I talked to him about it, he decided yes, he'd like to go ahead and see it in his class. He believed that this group right here would benefit the most from it. That's why I am right here in this class. Mr. Fernandez is your leader, right here in your school. Most props to Mr. Fernandez. Can we give him a round of applause? Now, by the time this campaign is done, we want to make sure that we get your parents involved, because they're the leaders in your household. We want to make sure we get your community involved, because they need to be here to understand what we're doing here and how they can be a part. We want to also make sure we get the businesses involved, because we want to make sure they know that we need as many leaders as possible pushing this campaign, so that way at the end of this campaign, when you guys walk on that stage, because we are having a ceremony for those that pass through this campaign. It's called the Rites of Passage ceremony. This is for those of you who catch this mentality and honestly at the end of it believe that, yes, I am a leader, I deserve to be in a leadership position, I want to walk across that stage where the whole community and my parents and my peers and my teachers and everybody can see me. And then you shine. You guys have just been introduced to Youth Power Movement nonprofit organization. Let's talk more action. I'm going to say it again. You guys have just been introduced to Youth Power Movement nonprofit organization. Let's talk more action. Thank you. Now let me tell you. Reason why we want to go ahead and put leaders in front of you. Once again, there's this concept going around with the sagging pants. And at the end of the day, we all know where the concept came from and what it meant. And so we figured we need to do something to switch this thinking. It's what we call stinking thinking. Before I do anything, I want to go ahead and get you guys to stand on up. We're going to do a real quick exercise. This is me. I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. P is full of a lot of energy. And I know that because you guys have so much energy, we're going to really go ahead and quit. This is something I like to do with all my groups. Let's first start off with rubbing the hands. Rub the hands, rub the hands. I want to hear them. I don't hear the hand rubbing. I want to be rubbing to catch fire. On the count of three, I want the whole school to hear you go ahead and yell out yes every time I count to three. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Yes! 1, 2, 3. Yes! 1, 2, 3. Yes! Keep those hands rubbing. Yes, keep them rubbing. Keep them rubbing. On the count of three, you guys are going to go ahead and yell out yes 3 times.